Hello and welcome to Fire Emblem Order the Crimson Arm, 100% quotes, low turn count playthrough. This video will be tackling Chapter 13, a map that is very memorable to players of this hack. Usually. Lonnie is the unit who ends up using the boots. You might not expect that, considering her stats are worse than Sven's, but yeah, she does. In the long run, I valued her stats to be better. However, luckily, it doesn't really matter who gets the boots. Both Sven and Lonnie will be able to do the exact same things, it's just Lonnie will be able to do them much more consistently. We got a unit named we get our dancer. She's named Katarina, and she's a very important unit for this run, as dancers and LTCs tend to be. This map contains a recruitable unit. It can be recruited by either Alchemist or Camille. And it's a kill boss map. You can probably guess who's going to kill the boss. Katarina has the ability to use staves alongside dancing, which is unfortunate because it means that I accidentally, while recording some maps, had to use staff, instead of dancing while I was just mashing through menus and had to restart attempts. Yunling's now at level 10. She could technically promote, but we want her to gain as many levels as possible with accelerated staff experience gain. And by that I mean experience gain from using staves, not experience, not actual staff experience. We don't care about her staff rank. She either has hit or will soon hit B-rank staves, which is all we care about. That allows her to use Physic. There's a green unit in this map, a green Wyvern Lord, that is recruitable in a later map. Her name is Cynthia. She's a very, very okay unit, but she's very good on this map. She has 25 Constitution, so despite the fact that her con is actually kind of low, she's able to one-round enemies with heavy weapons. This boss is named Roswell, by the way, and it's the first of many times we will be seeing him. Lonnie's hit level 16, and her strength is getting pretty good. She's capped her speed now, which is really good. That green shaman, we need to visit that village. There are two villages that we visit. They get destroyed on turns 3 and 6 respectively. Eris is not killed, but we do want the tome from that village. To talk about Eris, there is nothing to say. She is a unit that does in fact exist. Camille entirely outclasses her. Now, Eris is actually decently fast at this. She also gets Anima Magic upon promotion if that's something that interests you. However, in this context, there's no reason to ever use her. Neager hitting during Glance is not only let her use a javelin, but her new favorite toy and her new best friend, the Heavy Spear. The Heavy Spear is very nice to have on her. It allows her to muscle through enemies that are generally pretty bulky, like knights. Her skill stat being decent also means that she's able to have high hit rates on things. She's technically a little under-leveled, so she's going to start growing levels pretty fast, which is nice. She's now hit D-rank swords. With 10 weapon experience in swords, she'll hit C-rank swords upon promotion, granting her access to the Light Brand, which we actually do care about. We never end up using her, but using it on her, but I considered it. Killing Edges, which is nice. Armor Slayers, which is kind of worthless. We never pick a single one up. There's a boss with the sleeps, and a new with the sleep staff, which is why Lonnie uses pure water, by the way. And Worm Slayers, which are, again, worthless. We never end up using any Worm Slayers. But they also grant our access to Lance Reavers, which we do use a few times. Also, I lied, the boss is not Roswell, I was thinking of a later map. My bad. Sorry I'm kind of quiet when talking about this map. There's not much to say. Cynthia will start moving soon-ish. We can barely recruit Aris with Camille here. And Aris is now able to visit this village. We get the Lunatome. It's nowhere near as good as it was in the FE7, otherwise Camille would be significantly more important. It's just a Reaver Tome. It's still nice. We never end up using it, but there are situations in where I consider using it. Alchemist intentionally weighs himself down here to make himself easier to get hit. Sven getting a crit there is obviously unnecessary. Nigu is kind of off in La La Land doing her own thing. Most arenas don't matter. Only Lonnie does, really. We use the Pure Water just to ensure that, one, the boss had no hit rate on her with a status staff, and two, just guarantee that she tinks through the mages. We get a little bit more sword experience for Nigu here. I'm not really going to be super anal about counting weapon rank going forward. It's just something that I'm going to comment on every now and then. We break a men's staff there, but it's alright. This fighter had a halberd. He would hit pretty hard, but he's unable to do much damage to someone with 17 defense. Then Alchemist gets a little more experience here. That run was just the most convenient one. The talisman here is kind of useless. I don't remember if I ever use it. Lonnie needs one crit, one hit to kill this boss. It's pretty easy to get that. The double crit was very flashy. In fact, it's why I burned VRM, I believe, was just to get the double crit to look flashy. The combat stats are now really good. Lenny will be promoting next map. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for another Defend map.